Hello, everyone, friends. My name is Alexander, and I'm the owner of the Ayudacon Alma channel. And today I want to show you how I actually create my videos, what goes on behind the scenes, and that it's truly my soul that I put into them so that it's a pleasure for all of you to watch them. Now let's switch over to the main channel right now and I will show you the whole detailed creation process because I have been asked many times to show it and how it is all done, to share some useful prompts. Yeah, but it is really not just about the prompts themselves. It is a whole complex process. So let me show you exactly how I have it all set up here. This is indeed my own personal channel, the one I own and manage. So let's go through the entire step-by-step process together. Initially, I created this channel. I really like helping people, to carefully set up their future homes and plan exactly how they'll live inside them later on. It is wonderful to imagine it all, yeah. And for now, this is all being done through the use of artificial intelligence. However, I firmly believe a time will surely come when we can truly help people realize their construction ideas so they can finally live in truly amazing homes of their dreams. So I'm looking for some ideas. For instance, there are abandoned houses there, like these. Yeah, so we carefully create everything frame by frame, beginning with some ruined houses. You see, create many detailed frames of exactly how this house will look. It doesn't always work out perfectly, so we have to regenerate them, we create. See, like here the scene didn't work out, here it didn't work out. And so we think through every room, we write it out, how it will look in the end. We create some unusual solutions, some aquariums in the ceiling, stretch ceilings, panels. This is, you see a whole process where creating one scene from several images takes about half an hour, sometimes up to an hour, to somehow build the whole composition properly, really, so that it's an interesting, exciting process, some unusual elements. And here it would seem how many, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frames, but they really take from half an hour to an hour so that everything is somehow harmonious, so that it really looks good, really that renovation that we want to do and carry out, and so that people live there. Yeah, just like artists paint, it's all amazing. There are other unusual ideas like, well, they create in a watermelon. That's already such a flight of fancy. When they create a house, they make some kind of beauty out of a watermelon. Yes, we also write out all the scenes here, frame by frame. It doesn't always work out. See, we write out the characters, what they'll be like, and how it's all done. So we make them, and then accordingly, we bring each image to life. Yeah, so they don't always turn out successfully. So we bring every single frame to life, and we carefully script this entire process out from start to finish. Some of them turn out to be kind of crazy, and obviously we think deeply about how to make them so that they actually look completely real, exactly like how it would really look in real life. After that, we script it, right? We have a solid plan, well, at least a very good idea, and then we break the whole thing down scene by scene. So you see, it's not just about generating it, but here, every single scene has its own significance, exactly how everything will turn out, and how it is all truly meant to happen. And then, based on these scenes, we get an idea of the composition inside and out, and we then bring it to life in images, right? Those houses, and we imagine which families will be helping here. This is just a flight of fancy with the watermelon to make it more interesting, you know, varied content. Of course, we also look at some ideas for inspiration, like those watermelon houses. What could come of it? And so, at the intersection of all this, different ideas come to mind. And so, after we do all of that, after we break it down, we create original music separately for it to match the mood and to make it more interesting to listen to. Not just the music doesn't always turn out exactly as planned. Well, so we pick the rhythm, we choose it so that it's completely unique, all so that it's fully royalty free and all that. And then we take all of that and we piece it all together, generate the content, add in the music, and make the smooth transitions. If, well, we see how the shots are turning out, how they actually look to the viewer, so that in the end, you know, it's not just a bunch of shots. Like, let me show you exactly how it works. Here she is right over there, because sometimes just simple camera shots aren't enough. Well, she walks in and that's it. The cart completely vanishes from sight. But instead, we need to capture this entire sequence and then carefully cut the footage once the cart has fully cleared the frame, so that we can preserve some of those subtle moments. Well, we'll just go ahead and remove them, yeah, completely from the frame of the shot, so they don't break the whole structure. And then we review it. Yeah, there she is. And then she started. It's not very noticeable in the shot, but we fix all these little details to make it more interesting to watch. And well, right here in this specific spot, there was a transition where she's leading us into the house right here, and some window suddenly appeared there. And then right here, the door opens. So we need to trim and remove all of that extra footage too. And well, so it wouldn't break anything for us. And that's how we connect all the scenes. Yeah, you see, I accidentally trimmed it a little bit incorrectly right here, but that is just to show you. And then we accordingly will gradually decrease the background music volume a bit, so it doesn't completely overpower or drown out the other sounds in the video. And that's it, so everything can be heard. So that is exactly how we create our wonderful and creative ideas. And then we also work to generate a variety of high quality images, constantly generating them to make the whole process much more interesting. We experiment with several different styles, trying these specific images and trying those ones as well. And this one here was the winner. But the fact is that we also make different images for shorts here. Yeah, like adding arrows to a door, something quite unusual. And also here, frame by frame, we generate other creative ideas. So, well, you can check out the channel, because soon there will be a new video about how it could all look inside a pumpkin. Yeah, we will think about the floors and the various patterns on them. It's an incredibly fascinating process, and it's so exciting to build these houses and do such extraordinary and unconventional projects. So, you know, there isn't just one single prompt. Like, people often ask me, give us the exact prompt to repeat and generate this. This, my friends, is a deeply involved creative journey that we go through to produce the unique videos we post here. And it's really meant to be useful, to help, and so that those houses that are transformed here in our videos, we sincerely hope that one day they'll start becoming real and help families live even better and more comfortably. So thank you for watching this video. I have done my best to demonstrate and explain to you in detail how the creative process works on our channel, and that we truly pour our whole selves into this channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and goodbye.